guys, it's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. So while today I was supposed to work on, one of those two push mowers that I found, or one of the two that Larry and Bob gave me, I had a little more pressing situation going on. Some guy came to look at my 13.5 yard machines riding mower that I have listed for like $375 or something, and I'm ready to get rid of that damn thing. You know what I mean? So as the guy was on his way to come look at it, it wouldn't start. So I think the starter's kind of dunsky. It hangs up on the flywheel a lot. And it prevents the flywheel from spinning quicker when it ignites. So that's a problem, and I think that the magneto is probably not that strong either, So, just so happens, Larry and Bob got a hold of a Tecumseh 15 horsepower riding mower. They needed the hood off of it, and the deck, and the wheels, and all that, and so it's a blown engine, and they said, "Hey, Henry, do you want the engine?" I said, "Are you kidding me? I mean, it's like, how did you know? How did you know that I needed it? I need a starter off of that thing. I hope it fits, and the starter and probably the magneto, so I could use parts off of that blown Tecumseh engine, So I'm going to their house again today, and I'm bringing them some Lucas Oil products, for them to try. Yes, here I am again.
Late.
I was late because I wanted to see whether or not you were home or not. So after talking with Bob and Larry for like an hour, I forget why I'm even here. Bob goes over there to a neighbor to help them with something. This guy Bob is just like such a nice guy. I was really hoping for some apple turnover today, but no dice. He gave me a chocolate cruller though. Chocolate cluster. So Larry, I like when you said, "Good morning."
Good morning.
He went to an estate sale.
Yes.
And he picked this up. And look, I'm not laughing at it. I'm just like
He's mocking me.
Yeah, oh, maybe a little bit. So when he shows me this, he goes, "Hey Henry, look what I got," right? I says, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." And he goes, "Yeah, I paid $18. I said, "You paid $18 for it?" I thought maybe somebody gave you $18 to take it away. But I mean, I will tell you this though, it is in really good shape for a 1895 the pre-Civil War thing,
Ulysses S. Grant's
Yes. Look at the chrome. It's like this thing wasn't even used, because when you do see these things, they're rotted to hell, And show them this thing, how it moves like that. I didn't know it moved like that. What would be the purpose of that? Oh, the snow direction, right? Because it would go left or right, up in the air.
It's like a chute, but not quite.
And look, it's got like squeegees for an auger paddles,
Don't they all? Some form or another.
Well, they are kind of like that, yeah, but not in a spiral way. That's
very good condition.
That's the first time I've ever seen a flat squeegee thing without spirals, But back then, these Toro S620. Oh, he says electric start actually works.
Hey, electric start works.
Hey, tough guy.
What?
Fire it up. He says it works. I says, that thing doesn't work.
The primer bowl is good.
You just spent $18 on a relic. Not to mention the fact that I asked him, I says, when it snows, are you going to use that? He goes, no, I have my dual stage. I said, so what the hell did you buy it for? Cool. Yeah, but the thing is, bro, you're not going to use it when it snows. What are you going to do with it? You basically just took $18 and you threw it down the toilet.
No, I'm going to sell it.
Sell it to who? Who's going to buy that?
You.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you real cheap.
You ready? As cheap as I am and as crap, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because it'll sit in my backyard and no nut's going to buy it from me, They asked me if I had some oil to spare. I says, sure. I share the wealth with my new friends. And I know that they could use some of this stuff. As you guys know, this Lucas Oil Contact Cleaner is a good substitute for a carb cleaner. They don't blow up the stuff. Parts in multi-purpose parts cleaner and degreaser, I use that a lot. I gave him one of these red and tacky things. This metal polish, I mean, I've got a case of it, and I haven't even opened one of my bottles yet. I figured he could use it. Penetrating oil. Remember, Bob in the first video says I use liquid wrench. I said, bullshit! You're using Lucas Oil penetrating oil now. Got some complete engine treatment here. When I asked him what kind of oil you wanted, right? He said he wanted 5W30. And I says, well, if you're just dealing with tractors and stuff, you don't want 5W30. I'll give you some 5W30 for your snow blowers for the winter. But anything above temperature 32 Fahrenheit, you want SAE30. So I got him, and I use this a lot. So, and as cheap as I am, I'm surprised I gave him so much because, well, you know what? My boys over at Lucas Oil will hook me up whenever I need it. So, you know, I'm sharing the wealth, paying it forward. And also, I found another anti-scalp wheel for that deck he bought from me. We're going to go in his backyard now and check out what he just picked up today, or yesterday.
But this goes right to the engagement.
Oh yeah, it's not a cable.
No.
You can get it to you can fabricate it to do a cable. You know how? I did this with my LT1000. So you put the middle parts there, right? And you see this part here? Mm-hmm. You could put the cable through here, which is what I did.
Right.
And you're going, well, how do you get the cable through here, right? You take a
notch
you take a cutting wheel, right, and you cut a little, you know, slit there so you can get the wire through there, and then it hooks in there. I did it. I did it to my LT1000. So
I mean, this looks legit though. This looks better than a cable.
Yeah. Now if
the
you
springs, the return
springs. The guys that saw my video on my make one deck out of two video, which was right before the video I made with you, I did exactly that. I said to everybody, I go, my other deck has this thing, and I couldn't understand why it had this thing. Now I know. This thing is actually still sitting there on my deck, right? This thing is for the different engagement handle for the PTO. Oh wow, look, there's two of them. Oh no, this one, oh I see. So you pushes this, that pushes that. Right, it's locked up a little bit. But if you had all the, is there something that's supposed to go there? No, right? Or is this complete?
No, this one's usually back here.
That's why I was wondering, why was my pulley on the front and not the back? So I moved that middle part and I moved it to the back. Right. And I also, but you can. I did it. You should watch that video. I put the cable through here, I notched it, and it works great.
Oh look, there's even a space for it.
No, for sure.
Look, this is ZZ bar.
Yeah, that's what. Oh my God! Did you watch that video, or are you just really saying that?
No, I call it a ZZ bar.
Dude, when I was describing that one compared to the other straight one, I says this is the ZZ top bar.
I'm yanking your chain. You're the one who told me that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
But I like the Tecumseh.
Wasn't this sitting here the other day when I came here?
No, there was a LT100, LT1000.
What happened to that?
It's in my backyard.
Oh, you drove it back there?
Yeah, I drive it. That's one of Pop's wheelies, dude.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You don't know all my stuff by now?
No, because I didn't see your backyard. Oh, so he's giving me this? Oh shoot. I came here because I needed the starter. It doesn't really look like the starter that I need. It looks different. So I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll fit in my thing.
I guess this bolt pattern's got to be the same.
And I'm saying I don't even have that.
So you're saying
my starter doesn't even have this. You know. But anyway, so guys, this is a Tecumseh 15. And they say the connecting rod is busted because they can hear stuff rattling in there. I was telling him that usually where it blows is right behind the starter, but you know, maybe it could blow without breaking the block.
Yeah, I mean, the rubber gasket's in great shape.
It is in great shape.
This was obviously not left outside.
No.
I mean, I power washed it. But the tubes, they got the little connecting shit. You know, usually these are chewed to shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in good shape. And it still has these rubber things where you can clip them on.
Yeah, and this is the one that always disappears.
Oh, always. Well, that's a good deal right there. What'd you pay for it?
$50.
$50. It's
no, for the machine.
I know. With the bagger. I know. That's great.
You know, we take the shoot off.
Hey guys, look what this has. This has a plow bracket. That's cool. It's got, you know, decent parts for the engine on there, you know. Carburetor, intake manifold, valve covers, you know, air cleaner, throttle control plate.
The oil came spewing out of the fucking air filter.
Out the air filter?
Yeah. I think it was over here somewhere.
Really? Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of oil residue there.
I think
Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that gas tank.
That's
man.
huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
We had to push back the, what would you call this, cowl?
Dashboard.
Dashboard. We had to loosen it up to get it out. But we did that to get to this. This is.
I wonder if that's a spicer. Oh, look. Hey, you're gonna need. Hey, you need that.
No, I don't have one.
Oh.
But you know, this is the regular Craftsman looking with this, but this hooks.
Yep.
And then this, what I was going to ask you is, this was a little tough to get to.
Right.
But it was just, it's basically a pivot pin on the frame.
Yeah.
And that's the decking hook.
Yeah.
So I kept that in case I sell this, and if, you know, or if I could, I would even retrofit it this way if this could go on my body.
I don't know if it will. You're better off if your tractor has the cable. You should do what I just told you.
Right.
Move that there, right? Or take the assembly.
It's this one, isn't it?
No, it's the one that moves.
Right.
This one. That's the one that moves.
Yeah.
You have to move that so that you can put the cable through there. You know, I have a video how I did it.
Okay.
You just watch the damn video, man.
I'll check it out. Off of the inside because that's an older thing.
So I was just telling Larry, I says, I was looking at it, and I say to myself, man, do I want to tear down another tractor, man? I honestly don't really like doing it. I mean, I'm trying to get rid of the parts that I have now from those teardowns, you know? I don't want even more parts that I'm going to be stuck with, and I don't... But then I thought about it, and I asked him, I said, well, what about the transmission? Because that's a main thing, right? So when I just touched it like this, look, nice, crisp shifts. This transmission's good. And he said, what about the lady? She was
driving it, and it just blew up on her. Boom. Stopped working.
How did that sound go again?
Boom.
Yeah, so...
Bang.
Bang. She was driving it, mowing. Engine blew. There it sits, right?
Yeah.
So everything works on it with the exception of the engine, right? So if he's giving this to me, I don't really want to tear it apart. So maybe I won't tear it apart. Maybe I'll make this a Franken-tractor, you know? I'll find a seat for it. I got some seats for it. I've got wheels. I'm going to give him back his wheels. The only reason why the wheels are still on is because it's easier for us to load back on there. I guarantee you I'm going to see this guy again. So, or he can come by and get the wheels whenever he's out there. Maybe I'll put another engine on here. You know? If, you know, if it is what he says it is, you know, tranny works and stuff, put some wheels on there, seat. I got another engine. I got that 15 horsepower Briggs overhead valve that I don't even know if it works yet. I'll put that on here. Oh, what the hell? I got a grill, right? Maybe I'll put the Craftsman LTV 10 grill on here. I got another Craftsman hood. I mean, you know, maybe I'll make something out of this. I don't know. Long-term project, right? Do I need another long-term project, fellas? I'm going to take this home. I'm going to see if maybe I could use the magneto. Maybe I can retrofit the starter to work on the yard machines at home. Do you think that you guys will have time to do that? I think so. Yeah. So we'll come and do the tear. You guys come do the teardown video tomorrow.
Huh?
Carolina. Oh. You were working at LIJ? Yeah, I was doing all Yeah, that's good. You all right? It didn't hit you? Easy peasy, lemon cheesy. See, this is how I get tractors by myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Larry's giving me his Stihl. It's actually Stihl, even though it looks like Stihl. Stihl gas leaf blower. I says, why wouldn't you want that? He's like, oh, I have a backpack one. I says, well, why don't you use it as a backup? He's like, Henry, I don't want it. Do you want it? I said, okay. So that's the bag that goes with it. It's a mulcher too. He says that little plastic round cage thing doesn't work, so it's not there. It's missing. So I'm going to MacGyver something to cover it up so I don't chop my fingers off. This is his, ooh, you got a pickup truck back there? This is the one that does wheelies. He needs a nose for this. Let's go look at his pickup truck. Ooh, somebody cut a tree down. Big tree. Ooh, a Chevy. Boo, no Chevy. Chevy no good. Cool. Hey, does this thing run?
Yes.
You mean if you stick a key in there right now, it'll run?
No, I'd have to charge it back.
So it doesn't run then? What's this?
It's a solar panel for my pool.
No, really, what is it?
Solar panel for my pool.
How is this a solar panel? It's rubber.
No, it's not. It's metal.
Oh. Son of a gun, it is metal.
So it's got an inlet and an outlet. And I tapped off of my return on the pool. Comes in here.
Wait, is this like a radiator? Water goes through there?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yes.
So basically the sun heats up the water. Well, what pushes the water? Oh, that pump. Okay, gotcha. Wow, cool.
Well, that's the chlorinator.
All right, cool.
These are identical.
Identical.
But I don't want a Poulan on a crash me.
We should just rip the sticker off.
Well, then I have to buy a sticker. Or, I mean, I'm going to do body work on one of them. I was going to paint this green. But if I'm going to do body work, I'll do body work on this one. Put that nose. Leave the sticker. Boom, done.
I actually did this the other day. I didn't have it on camera, but I did do this the other day. It's very easy to remove that nose and put it on there.
Yeah.
It's very easy. However, you'd have to remove the brackets because these brackets are still good, right? Yeah, they look like they're still good.
The brackets are good, but
yeah, the plastic
all
stuff.
the plastic's gone.
Well, yeah, you
one
could
other
do that.
one.
Yeah, you could do that.
I have another one. Look at those tires, man. There's no deck on it.
Look what else he's hiding in there. Ooh, look at that. That almost looked like a garden tractor. This is like a GT 3000 or something like that, but it doesn't have a garden tractor wheels.
This is the one.
Yeah, this looks just like a GT 3000, the same one that Justin Demarest has in Pennsylvania. Strasbourg! Shout out to J&R Lawn Care and Repair.
It had a 25 horse on it. Now it's got a 17.5 Briggs.
17.5 Briggs, single cylinder.
This is the one I was thinking of maybe turning into like a go-kart.
Go-kart?
Yeah, because I'd have to. The decks don't retrofit like you
Right.
need a 46-inch deck for this machine. You can't take one of those 42 inches and make it work.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but it runs great.
I mean, I thought that maybe this would have garden tractor wheels, but look, it's the single hub one, so...
But they're huge.
Yeah, no, they are huge, you know? It's nice. This one runs and drives and all that?
Yeah.
So he's giving me this. Needs a front tube. And, well, it needs the when you take this mulching vac tube out, there's a plastic cage that goes over there so you don't cut your fingers off.
This is it.
Got a couple of tubes there.
This is the one. This is the correct one.
Cool. And he's giving this to me for free. That's right, free.
And this does run.
And a bag.
I mean, it's not super dangerous, but there's no cover.
Well, I'll say it's pretty damn dangerous. If you put your hand in there by accident, yeah,
you're done.
You're Dunsky.
So when I was blowing with it, I would sometimes just leave this on.
And look completely ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
Thanks, man.
Do you want the home light too?
What?
Do you want this one?
Why would I want that? Why don't you want it? What, does it work?
No.
Oh, crap. Now I gotta go fix it, too.
No,
I hate fixing those damn things. Well, what are you gonna do with it if I don't take it?
Throw it out.
Oh, shit. If you're gonna throw it out, I'll take it. Thank you. House. I went to the backyard to get some rear tires and front tires for this thing that I just got from Larry and Bob. They want the wheels, but they kept them on there for me so I can transport it home easier, you know. So I'm jacking this up, and I'm going to put some, you know, they're slow leak tires, but they work. So we'll put them on here. Put these ones in the back. These are actually tubes, I believe I have them in there. They're so dry rotted that I put tubes in them. Look at this one here. Look at the crack on this one. You can see the tube in there. But yeah, it's good for temporary use, moving around and stuff. So my back neighbor, the neighbor in the back, she's like 100 years old or something, you know, and I think she has Alzheimer's or schizophrenia or one of those things because she just came over here to say, "Hi, I'm Ruth. Nice to meet you." And I said, "You know, we've met like 100 times in the past 18 years, right?" She goes, "Oh, good, good, good." Anyway, I just want to let you know that I love what you're doing, and the lawnmower motor sounds don't bother me at all. I'm like, that's great, you know. Usually I'm doing it only in the morning until afternoon, you know. Most people are at work, so it doesn't bother anybody, you know. She's like, "Oh yeah, I know. I'm Ruthie, by the way." I'm like going, "Okay, thanks for stopping by." You know, you get all kinds, I'm telling you. So I'm jacking this up. As you guys saw, I used my Cub Cadet to put a trailer on there to move these wheels over here. Come on, you gotta work smart, not hard, right? Didn't really turn out to be very smart because it ran like crap. I mean, it must have stalled like 4 or 5 times. It was just running like crazy. And so, I mean, I drove it halfway to the backyard and just stalled and wouldn't start anymore, you know. So I had to do some field triaging, you know. I ripped the old fuel filter out and put a new one in there, and still, it just doesn't seem like it's sucking any, you know, fuel, you know what I mean? And so I took that part and I cranked it and I put it to my mouth, and the pulse was sucking air, so I know the fuel pump's working. It should be sucking fuel, you know. It's got plenty of fuel. So then I look closely. It's got the fuel solenoid on there. I never took it off. How much you want to bet it's the fuel solenoid? Drives me crazy. Anyway, I can't mess with that right now. I'm gonna have to just leave it in the backyard for now and work on it later. I mean, look, when I was about to have nothing to do in my life and I can relax and watch some TV, you know, I now have these lawnmowers and oh, so this thing, I've decided that since Larry and Bob gave it to me, right, the tranny's supposed to be good. I just have to put a new engine on it and get a hood and a deck. But whatever, you know, I can't throw this out. I can't tear it up and throw it out. You know what I'm saying? It's in fine shape. You know, you can get this going again. I'm not gonna throw it out, but it'll be like a fun project or something. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll put a big pulley on it and make it a mud mower, right? Anyway, so I'm not gonna take that engine off yet. You know why? Because tomorrow, Bob and Larry were curious. They asked me if I've taken apart engines before, and they've seen my videos. Yes, I have taken apart lots of engines, and they were kind of curious as to the blown connecting rod in here. I mean, that's our theory, that the connecting rod is blown. It's 99% sure the connecting rod is blown, but I think they were curious as to see it. You know what I mean? So while I told them I was going to take everything apart and all that stuff, they wanted to do it. I'm like, great, come over. You guys can do it. You know, I'll videotape you doing it. You know. In the meantime, I'm going to swap the wheels, put the wheels on here so that they can take these wheels home tomorrow, but it's theirs. And then I'm going to take this cowling off and see if that starter will fit on that yard machines in the back, because that yard machines in the back needs a starter, otherwise it's not going to work right. So I'm going to switch the... As you guys saw, I took all the wheels off of that and put my own wheels on them, and that way Bob and Larry can take their wheels home. I took the starter off of that one, and just from looking over at Larry's house, I knew that that starter was not going to fit. If you'll see this one, this starter, I know it's dark, there's 2 screws that go in like that, just like the Briggs, and another one on the bottom. I believe there's 3. The starter that came off of that one that I just got from Larry has this bracket where the screws go in, up like that. It doesn't have them on the outside like that. So, you know, I mean, you know, I'm thinking crazy. You know, they look about the same size. I was thinking about just taking the guts out of this one and putting into that one with the brackets. But honestly, when you pull this out, the brushes are going to close, and it's just a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm just going to go and buy a new starter for that. I know, right? Spend money? Okay, I'll sell this one. You know, so I just changed the magneto from that one to this one, and hopefully it'll be better, but I can't tell because the battery's dead. has a good battery. It actually starts, you know. The starter is still bad though. I think the magneto helped it. See what I mean? It's just not reliable, you know? And I see smoke coming out of the starter, so I know that's kind of Dunsky, you know? Anyway. I was going to get started on that one, but I think I'm going to leave that for another video. So today's video was my needing a starter and a magneto for the this one here, right? The yard machines. And then I was going to start working on these two lawnmowers that Bob and Larry gave me. But then they talking to them, they get a hold of this one, and coincidentally, this is a Tecumseh engine. So I thought, wow, that's great. Let me go get this, and I'll have a new starter and a new magneto for that one, right? So I bring it home, and it's the wrong starter. Magneto works, and while I'm not going to tear this tractor apart, I think I'm going to try to rebuild it, right, with my extra parts and stuff, make a Franken-tractor, right? The engine is probably Dunsky with a bad connecting rod, but my two friends, Larry and Bob, they want to take it apart and see inside, you know? They're the ones who got the tractor, and they're curious to see a tear down of the engine, and tomorrow they're going to tear it down, and I'm going to film, and I'm going to tell them what to do first. I'm sure they know what to do. Just take all the damn parts out, right? It's easy. But that'll be an interesting video of this 15 horsepower Tecumseh Enduro engine, lawn tractor engine, with a bad, suspectedly a blown connecting rod. So we'll do a teardown in tomorrow's episode, and hope you guys will join us. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. I forgot to mention, that's the gas tank for it, and also Larry gave me his Stihl leaf blower and his Home Light leaf blower. One of them works, I think. I need a cage for the other side of this thing. You know, the cage, because if you take this off, you can't stick your hand there because you'll cut it off, you know, so it needs like a plastic cage. They ordered a cage, but it was the wrong one. Maybe I can MacGyver it, like Bob says, to fit, or I could just go buy a new one, you know? I'm just going to give this another try. It's like Ralph Cramden saying to, no, it's like Ed Norton saying to Ralph, when they're both handcuffed on the train, or only Ralph is handcuffed to the train. You want to give it another boom? Let's give it another boom. 1, 2, 3, boom! Ooh. I will say, when it does start, it actually runs pretty well. Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day. Hey guys, Boba and I want to thank you for all the support of Mowers and Blowers. If you'd like, make a short video clip like these, and I'll put it as an outro in my future videos.
Henry, next time on blowers and...
See, you just screwed that all up. I take two.
Henry, see you guys next time on mowers and blowers. Great
Yeah.
job.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, it's JNR's Mower Repair and Lawn Care here, and as always, thank you for watching Mowers and Blowers.